Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is a Rababiah from the Chicago camp coming at you with a quick lesson. I titled this lesson, The Devil's False Narrative. In this society, in America, aka Babylon, they always have to create a false narrative. They always got to create some type of news that made it possible or made it, it made you safe to do something. So if they want to do something that really is pointless, or it really is just to keep their narrative or keep their power, or even to just be able to later on down the line bring a false narrative, they'll create a big fuss or create a scenario that'll enable them to do wickedness. I want to start off with Job. I want to go to Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Well, we know who he is. He's the so-called white man. He's Esau. It's this government right now. They do wicked things because they are the wicked, And I want to start off with this video. I wanted to read that scripture before I start this video, but you're going to see that this stuff is just pointless. And all of it is just to create a false narrative for them to do something later on down the line, or for them to do something deceitful when it's possible. So anyway, I'm going to let this play. Check this out.
That while the Trump administration is insisting on using military aircraft to fly immigrants out of the country, that appears to be purely for the drama of it, purely for aesthetics, purely for the photo op value that they think they're getting out of it, of putting these people, again, about half of whom have not committed any crime, putting them onto military planes as if this is some sort of war operation.
Wow.
A military aircraft moving one plane full of people that way costs us, the taxpayers, about $800,000. If they instead shipped the same number of people home the way the government used to do it before last week, that would cost about $100,000.
Wow.
So per flight, they're wasting about $700,000 per flight. $700,000 of taxpayer money.
I want to stop right there. I want to read this quick scripture. I want to go to Psalms 58, verse 3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they're born, speaking lies. This is a perfect example. These people are the wicked, man. And they're born liars, born deceivers. Verse 4 says, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf otter that stoppeth her ear. It says, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. So this is a perfect example of just born liars, man, just born to be deceitful, not just wasting money to create a false narrative. That's what this is all about. Finish letting the video play. Check this out.
Just to show off how cool it is that they're using the military, right? Great use of tax dollars, right? Efficiency, real respect for the military. We also have news today that while the Trump administration is insisting on using military aircraft to fly immigrants out of the country, that appears to be purely for the drama of it, purely for aesthetics, purely for the photo op value that they think they're getting out of it, of putting these people, again, about half of whom have not committed any crime, putting them onto military planes as if this is some sort of war operation. A military aircraft moving one plane full of people that way costs us, the taxpayers, about $800,000. If they instead shipped the same number of people home the way the government used to do it before last week, that would cost about $100,000. So per flight, they're wasting about $700,000 per.
Wow. I'm going to go to Psalms. I'm going to go to Psalms chapter 10. I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, he said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. This is the so-called white man's spirit. Verse 7, it says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity. That is verse 8. It says, he sitteth in lurking places of the village. In the secret places does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Now, these immigrants are most of them don't have anything at all. You know, that's why they're coming here. Now, and they, which I'm talking about the so-called white man, stole the land that they stole this land. And they have the nerve and audacity to make a big spectacle out of the people that's coming here to try to survive. You know, just straight wickedness, man. The scriptures talk about that the Lord put this man in power to do this because he's the Lord's sword. Let's get that. Let's go to Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. It says, arise. It says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. But we know the wicked is the so-called white man, and he's the sword of the Lord. So that's why all this stuff is happening. Most of this stuff is the reason that the so-called white man is in power now is because of the 12 tribes disobedience to the Lord. So we're paying a terrible price. So this is why we see things for what they are. And no longer can they hide it from us because these are the end days. So all of their secrets, all of their dirty laundry, we're getting to see who the wicked is, and we're getting to see in prime time. You know, I'm going to go to, I want to show you that. I want to go to Luke chapter 12. I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, for there is nothing that is covered that should not be revealed, neither hid that should not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in the darkness shall be heard in the light. And that which was spoken in the ear in the closet shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. So this is why it was a time when this stuff would happen and we couldn't figure out, or we wasn't sure why it was happening. But now everything, because of their inventions, because of the internet, is being brought prime time. You're getting to see who the wicked is. You're getting to even see why they're doing things. And if it's not made to you directly, you can make it out by some of the acts that they're doing in the dark that's coming to light. So anyway, I want us to be, it says in the scriptures, roughly paraphrasing in Isaiah 33:6, that the wisdom of these scriptures are going to be our stability. So for us to be able to maneuver and to be able to survive with what's to come and what's happening now, we have to stay in these scriptures. And we have to also stay close to the men of the Lord that are preaching these scriptures and preaching 100% doctrine. That'd be the elders and apostles of GMS. You know, the elders and apostles of GMS are giving you straight truth. So brothers and sisters, you have to, we want to stay circumspect. We want to watch these times, and we're going to line them up with these prophecies. I'm going to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom the next time, Lord willing. Shalom.